Welcome to your Offering Best Fit Solutions course. This learning content will help discuss the importance of urgency statements and the most effective offer formula. You will also listen to samples and call clips in some parts of the course, so make sure your headsets and audio are on. Let us start. At the end of this course, you will be able to detect urgency indicators to ensure the accurate and strategic use of urgency statements. Use strategies to overcome objections from customers in most common customer scenarios. Deploy urgency statements in conversations to prevent customer objections. Urgency statements promote decision-making. Urgency statements encourage customers to make decisions promptly rather than delaying or hesitating. This is especially valuable in situations where customers might otherwise postpone their purchasing choices. Urgency statements play a crucial role in sales by creating a sense of urgency and motivating potential customers to take immediate action. Here's why they are important. Urgency statements promote decision-making. Urgency statements encourage customers to make decisions promptly rather than delaying or hesitating. This is especially valuable in situations where customers might otherwise postpone their purchasing choices. They prevent procrastination. By highlighting time-sensitive benefits or limited-time offers, urgency statements discourage customers from putting off their buying decisions. This can lead to more immediate conversions in sales. The use of these statements increase conversion rates. The feeling of urgency can lead to higher conversion rates, as customers are more likely to take action when they believe they might miss out on a valuable opportunity. It creates FOMO, fear of missing out. Urgency statements trigger a fear of missing out on something advantageous. Customers may feel compelled to act quickly to avoid losing out on a deal or offer. It helps you overcome objections. Urgency can help counter objections that customers might have. When urgency statements focus on the benefits or solutions the product/service provides, they can address concerns and motivate customers to move forward. They also align with customer needs. When urgency statements are aligned with customer needs and pain points, they demonstrate that the product or service can offer a timely solution, which resonates well with customers. Ultimately, they enhance customer experience. When urgency statements are used appropriately and ethically, they enhance the customer experience by providing customers with valuable information in a compelling manner. Look for triggers and buying signals like location, dates, events, or amenities. These matter to most guests. Highlighting the urgency to book can push the guests to not hesitate and to close that booking. Now, let us discuss what hooks or triggers are perfect opportunities for urgency statements so you can detect the need for urgency. The best way to do this is to ask probing questions to help discover and identify the purpose of the trip. You can ask,
"If you don't mind me asking, what brings you to this city? Is this trip for business or pleasure?"
Let us go through some sample spiels that you can use when you find these triggers in your conversations. Starting off with dates, especially if guests want to book same-day or last-minute reservations. They might say, "I am on my way to the hotel. This is for today. We'll need a room tonight." To which you can say,
"Let's check if we can still provide you with a room. Our rooms tend to get filled quickly for same-day or last-minute reservations. Give me a minute. Thanks for waiting. You actually called right on time since we have a few rooms left. I can still get you the king bed for 2, and on top of that, you get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $320 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?"
Notice how the agent paused to search the room. Find the most relevant before going back to the guest. Do these before you present your offer. Here's what you can say if guests share that they need the room for a weekend trip.
"Let's check if we can still provide you a room. Our rooms tend to get filled quickly for the weekend. Give me a minute. Thanks for waiting. You actually called right on time since we have a few rooms left. I can still get you the king bed for 2, and on top of that, you get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $320 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?"
When the customers say, "We'll travel for the holiday," This is for the 4th of July. You can say,
Rooms are filling out quickly this holiday. We have limited rooms available in our live inventory. Give me a minute and I'll quickly get a room for you before it sells out. Thanks for waiting. You've actually called right on time since we have a few rooms left. I can still get you the room with 2 queens, and on top of that, you get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $280 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?
here's how you can hook your guests if they are looking for a specific amenity from the hotel like a jacuzzi or whirlpool.
Let me check if we still have the jacuzzi room available, since that's one of our special rooms and the first to get filled in. Give me a minute to check it. Thank you for waiting. I have some exciting news for you. Luckily, we can still get you the room type you are eyeing. I can still get you the jacuzzi room with a king, and on top of that, you get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $420 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?
Here's what to say when your customer wants to be near the airport, or they are booking a hotel in busy areas like downtown, in business districts, or near convention centers.
Since this hotel is located right at the airport, we might have limited rooms due to a lot of customers flying in and out. Allow me to pull up our live inventory for a moment. Thanks for waiting. Great news. You've actually called right on time since we have few rooms left, and I can book the room with a king, and on top of that, you get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $375 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?
Here's another sample for a reservation in busy areas.
Hotels downtown are generally very busy, giving us limited rooms. Let me quickly look in available rooms for you before they run out. Thanks for waiting. Great news. You've actually called right on time since we have few rooms left, and I can book the room with a king, and on top of that, you get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $375 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?
Some guests may also book in advance for a specific event, a concert they need to attend, conventions or seminars, and college competitions. Here's a sample from a guest wanting to attend a concert event.
Rooms are selling like hotcakes due to the Taylor Swift concert. Hopefully, we can still get you a room. Stay on the line with me while I'm checking our inventory. Thank you for waiting. I have some exciting news for you. Luckily, we can still get you a room for the concert. I can lock this best deal with the 3 rooms with 2 queens each, and on top of that, all of you will get free breakfast, parking, and Wi-Fi for only $1,125 total room rate, including taxes and fees to be charged now. Let's go ahead and book this now before we lose it. What's the name of the reservation?
You will now hear 4 sample calls where urgency is effectively utilized, leading to agents closing the sale successfully.
Tonight. Is there any available? Yep, just tonight.
I can double check if we still got something tonight. And how many adults and children are coming in?
Just 2 adults.
Okay, 2 adults. Would you be needing 1 bed or 2 beds?
2.
2 beds, okay, noted. I'll go ahead and check our live inventory since today is also Friday, okay? Hang on.
Okay.
Well, sir, you are right in timing. Even though this is going to be on the last-minute booking, we can still get you a room. I only got the last 2 rooms left right now for our 2 queen beds. Good news is we're still on our private sale. Grand total for this room, including taxes and fees charged now, would only be $194.82. What's the name that I will be putting under the booking?
Is it going to be for tonight's booking?
Yes, it is.
For just one night out tomorrow the 13th?
Yes.
Okay, for how many rooms and how many guests?
1 and 1.
Room, 1 guest, okay. Hold on 1 second, sir. Let me just quickly check if Quality Inn still has an availability for the night, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Checking it now. Okay, they actually only have 1 room left for tonight, sir. It's a 2 queen beds, if you're okay with that.
1 room left. Okay. 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 1 room Yeah, what's the rate on that?
The rate for this for 1 room, 1 night for 1 adult, 2 queen beds, non-smoking. Tonight's check-in, tomorrow is the checkout, the 13th. This is already free Wi-Fi, free self-parking and fitness facilities available if ever you want to use that. The total for this, including taxes and fees paid now to secure the booking, it's going to be $126.71. What will be the name for the booking?
We wanted to get a room for the night of the 26th of August, just one night, and I need 2 queen beds.
Happy to check the availability. So again, we're checking in August 26th, that's Saturday, checking out the 27th Sunday. 1 room
Yes.
with 2 beds. How many adults and children are coming in?
Just 2 adults.
So 2 adults with 2 queens. Let's check our availability. Oh, well, you're right on timing, miss. Looking in my live inventory, since our dates is falling on a weekend, we're actually down to a few rooms left. I can still get you, though, a room with 2 queens, down to the last 3, so good thing you give us a call now. That will be non-smoking, and the grand total for this room, including taxes and fees, which is going to be hotel collect, of only $291.80. Let's go ahead and lock this in before we lose this room. What's the name for the reservation?
And I'm interested in that Seaview Queen room now.
Sure, yeah. Let me see if that's available, okay? September 25, just for 1 night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yes, sir. There's only a few rooms left with a sea view, Queen. Let me get one of the room for you. The total for the room, by the way, is $131.28. That includes tax. May I have your name?
Perfect.
Urgency statements work when used effectively. Feel free to use it in your calls when it's your turn, and notice how you will get customers to say yes more. To recap, you can prevent customer objections if you use this formula. Urgency statements plus value solutions plus assumptive close. And here are expert tips that work. Number 1, always ask discovery and purpose of the trip questions like, may I ask the reason for the trip for this reservation? Or, are you looking for specific amenities, room views? 2, listen actively and engage with the guest to get buying signals and triggers. And lastly, use power words and urgency phrases. Positive phrases like right on time, great news, luckily, we can get the room for you. And urgent phrases like limited rooms, few rooms left, let us book before the rooms run out. Well done in completing the urgency statement course. By mastering urgency statements, finding solutions, and transitioning smoothly to assumptive statements, you're ready to overcome objections and achieve great results.